Hi, Minnesota gardeners. This is Julie Weisenhorn from University of Minnesota Extension, and we're going to talk about waxed amaryllis today in our short here. And you can see that these have been very popular. They're great for decorating. This is one of them that is in bloom, beautiful bloom. But what do you do with them after they bloom? So I took mine apart and I decided I would pot it up. So I used a knife, I carefully scored some of the wax, and then I was able to peel off pretty well with a little bit of care. You don't want to cut through the bulb itself. You can see it's quite dry. It's pretty dehydrated. It gets no water when it's in the wax, so that's why. And the basal plate where the roots will hopefully form when it gets potted up and gets some water and light and looks really good is right down here. So this part is going to be in contact with the soil. Now when you pot up amaryllis, you want to be sure that you're potting about, roughly a half of the bulb sticking out of the soil or so. So it doesn't have to be exact, but it can be kind of like that. So you want to get a nice pot of soil. I like to use terracotta pots because they dry out pretty quickly, and amaryllis actually don't like to be too wet. They like to dry out pretty well. So we're going to set it into the pot. You can see it's about halfway full. I'm going to add a little bit more soil here. Just making sure that I leave some of that bulb exposed. That helps with the bloom. And these plants can be just set out in the sunny window in your house and then put outside. They do really well in the summer outside, and in fact they gain a lot of energy through photosynthesis from all the big kind of paddle-shaped leaves that they have. So once you have it set up like this, then you want to just put it in a window. I like to use a saucer under my pot so that it doesn't damage my furniture. And then just start watering it. Feel the soil though before you re-water it again to make sure that it's not too wet. Again, this is Julie Weisenhorn, University of Minnesota Extension, just potting up my waxed amaryllis. Hey Minnesota gardeners, it's Julie Weisenhorn again, back a week later to show you what has happened with my amaryllis bulb that had the wax taken off of it. So super exciting. So this is a 1 week later. And I don't recommend doing this, but I just want to do this to show you how effective this can be. So if you look at, here's the bulb we planted a week ago. Same, haven't done anything but watered it, given it some water. The soil's moist, but look at what's growing down below. Roots, we're getting the roots growing. So this poor bulb that looked so sad a week ago, was all dried up, had been in that wax all the time, is now putting out new roots. So again, I'm not recommending you take out your bulb and look at it, but I wanted to show that to you. So here's for amaryllis. Have a great gardening day.